Hello everybody and welcome back to Monday. It's Dr. J here at Navigator Medical and Rejuvenate Medi-Spa. I want to take a few minutes of your time to talk about the essential fatty acids, the omega types. There's basically three. There's omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9 essential fatty acids. And we don't have enough time to go into all of them. We'll just talk a little bit about omega-6 and omega-3 today with the focus on omega-3, the anti-inflammatory. And this is particularly relevant in this day of COVID. I know I talked last time about vitamin D and its importance of getting a balanced immune response to an infection or a trauma. And the same kind of thing goes with the coronavirus, because we see people who are getting the sickest are having a really strong inflammatory cascade response to this virus. And they're getting lots of inflammation in their lungs, which is affecting how they're breathing and their brain and their heart. And that's where people are really having some bad outcomes from this. So what we want to be able to do is to really kind of have a nice soft inflammatory response to something like the coronavirus. The omega-6 fatty acids, they are mostly from land-based animals. So that's your chicken, your turkey, and your especially your red meats. And those animals have lots of omega-6 fatty acids. When we eat them, it basically tilts our inflammatory cascade towards the severely on, and we are very inflammatory. We have lots of inflammation going on in our body. And then if we get a signal that it really accelerates that, we can kind of blow up in a big fireball. And that is not a good thing. The omega-3 fatty acids, on the other hand, are anti-inflammatory. And these come from seeds and nuts, as well as some fish. And the fish that most common are the herring, mackerel, and salmon. And I actually have had two clients over the past 5.5 years that have had normal omega-3 to 6 ratios, but they've eaten salmon like 5 days a week. And I don't think that's a good reason for a couple of ideas, but we'll talk about that separately if you have a question. But there are other ways of getting it. You can get it through a fish oil concentrate, or you can get it through flaxseed oil or other oil concentrates. And actually, algae has a good source of omega-3s. And again, the reason why we want this is we want to have a reaction to a trauma or a toxin that does have some inflammation, but it has a boundary, right? So we don't want to just kind of running out of control. And that's where we get into a lot of trouble. So today's typical American diet with lots of meat and lots of processed foods is very pro-inflammatory. And I like to get my clients on more of a plant-based diet that is anti-inflammatory. So if you have any questions about this and you want to get a hold of me, my phone number is area code 831-226-2108. And you can email me at drjayp, that's drjayp, at navigatormedical.com or rejuvenatemedi-spa.com. Hope you do well, and I'll talk to you soon.